Hi, I'm Retha, one of the beloved puppetistas, and this is the sunflower puppet that I made a few years ago in one of our workshops. When I brought it out of the garage, I intended to give it a facelift, but I decided instead to bring it outdoors and let it return to Mother Earth via the winds and the rains. I'm expecting some dirt soon, and with that I will turn up the soil in front of my fence here and add in some sunflower seeds. I have some perennials already coming up there, and we'll be adding to that, to those perennials as well when I get the new dirt. Some things that I've learned about sunflowers, the one thing that fascinates me is that the sunflower has the ability to pull toxicity, including radiation, up out of the soil into itself, thereby helping Mother Earth to cleanse the soil, which is pretty fantastic. I've read that after the Chernobyl accident, they planted many acres of sunflowers around that site, and more recently around the Fukushima accident site in Japan. So some other things that I learned online, the sunflowers are native to the Americas, and when Peter the Great, the Tsar from Russia, came here, he was fascinated by the sunflowers and took some back to his country, where they became very popular because the sunflower oil was not banned during Lent by the Russian Orthodox Church, because they didn't know about it yet, as all the other oils were. So they promptly planted millions of acres of sunflowers so that they could have oil during Lent. And when the Russian immigrants came back to the Americas, they brought more advanced seeds along with them, and they had renewed popularity here. And in the 40s then, the Missouri farmers started growing them to produce sunflower oil. Some of the things that I've been doing for climate change is trying to add plants for food in my yard. This year I'm adding 4 blueberry bushes. I have 2 in the ground and 2 more to go. Over here I have my expanding food garden. I've made raised beds to combat the Bermuda grass out of wooden pallets and landscape timbers. And this year I've discovered that I can utilize my leftover garbage bins that when the city went with the standardized bins that they supplied a few years ago, I had these left over, and I've discovered that I can cut them up and make some nice raised beds, and even some large planters. If you cut a hole in the bottom of the bottom section, have a nice large planter. So I'll be putting squash and zucchini and those sorts of things in there. I have expansion room here for my strawberries. I have some established strawberries that I'm excited about, and some new ones, and lots of room there for expansion. So over here I have my plum tree that I planted a couple or 3 years ago, and it's looking very sweet this year. It'll be producing in another couple or 3 years, hopefully. And then out here in the front I have this sweet red-balled cypress tree that I planted at the same time that I planted the baby plum tree a couple or 3 years ago. So with a little luck, in a couple or 3 decades, this baby cypress tree will grow up to look something like that mighty cypress tree in my neighbor's yard. And hopefully this tree is already sending greetings and tips for survival through its roots down to this baby, to clean our air for us, add oxygen to our air, and cleanse it of dioxide. So again, there's my sunflower, and I hope you like it, and I hope you have a wonderful celebration of Mother Earth Day. 50 years, that's wonderful, but hopefully we can do so much better in the next 50 years. Thanks.